So ages ago I said I was going to do Amiga special and I never got around to it. One of the reasons why I never got around to it is it just meant me going up in the loft to get a few things for it and for this thing here. But going up in the loft mean it's really dusty and I'll suffer from a really bad chest, and I didn't really want to risk that basically. So I just never got around to it basically. So what I want to show you for this Amiga special is the Amiga 1500. And it is a bit of a beast. As you can see, it's pretty massive. Now I'll just go through facts about the Amiga 1500. The Amiga 1500 is a UK model only. It was just produced just for the UK market. It released in 1990. It retailed originally at £999, which is seriously expensive in those days. It had a Motorola 6800 chip or processor, whatever, and that ran at 7.14 megahertz. So I guess that was quite juicy for at the time. The operating system, it had the 1.3 version of Workbench, which this one's got on there. And basically the 1500 was just an Amiga 2000 but with extra bits basically. This is basically just a better version of the Amiga 2000. Obviously this has got a few things that the Amiga 2000 hasn't got, and the Amiga 2000 has got a few things that this hasn't got, but generally this is a better version of the Amiga 2000. It came with an extra CPU slot, 1 megabyte of RAM and 2 floppy drives, as you can see here. Now this one has got, I think this is a 5.1 inch floppy drive. I actually remember these being on the old BBC home computers, and the BBC computers that you'd have in the schools and stuff back in the day. But yeah, this would have been all blanked out. It just would have been a piece of plastic here, ready for someone to put an extra drive in or whatever, which someone has done at a later date. And as you can see, the two floppy drives there came as standard. As you can see, it's a bit of a beast. The front bit is kind of like this tough plastic, and the case is actually made out of metal. Now this metal case isn't that cheap kind of lightweight crap you get on modern PCs today. This is like solid, chunky, bulletproof fucking metal. And I kid you not, this computer is so heavy. It really is. It weighs as much as a grown man. I'm not exaggerating that by any length. It really is that heavy. So you guys in America, I know you go in weight by pounds, but over here in England we go by stone. So the only equivalent I can say to this is it probably weighs about 10, probably about 9-10 stone, which is quite heavy for a computer. I mean, modern PCs don't even compare to it, how heavy this is. The other thing is I've had this in the shed. The reason why I've had this in the shed for years and years is it's just so heavy you can't put it in the loft. If you put it in the loft, it's going to fall through the roof. I mean, you can't even get it through the hole in the ceiling to get it into the loft anyway. And it's just one of those things, well, you can't store it anywhere else, so where else are you going to put it? And it's just one of those things that just ends up in the shed. I did rescue it. So as you know, in the shed, a lot of dust, damp, cobwebs. But having said that, it does still work, and it hasn't. It's not in that bad condition, basically. What I'll do is I'll just show you this, the keyboard. The keyboard hasn't fared too good. Don't know if you can see that. It's a lot of yellowing on there. I don't think I could lift that up. It's not even the kind of yellowing you'd get from smoking. It's just yellowing from being in a shed and old age and damp and stuff, but it does still work. It's just seriously discoloured. Even the keyboard's really, really bloody heavy. Right, I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to take the, or can I do it without stopping the video? Yeah, I can. So to get the case off, there's 4 screws. Yeah, and we just slide that off. So this is the inside of the Amiga, Amiga 1500. As you can see, the age and the damage on these 2 disk drives from it being in the shed. If I move forward, you can see the kind of damage done on all these ribbons there. So that's 2 things that need replacing on this. It is the floppy drives. I would say all the wires, these ribbons, they aren't damaged, and like I said, the whole thing, the computer actually does work really well. But you know, I do plan on doing this up and buying parts for it, and what I have decided is just to replace all the wires in there that I can. I'm sure some of this is just dirt and stuff, but I've just decided to replace it anyhow. So one thing that the Amiga 1500 didn't come with at the time that the Amiga 2000 did have was the inclusion of a hard drive. Now if you wanted a hard drive in the Amiga 1500, you had to actually buy the expansion board that could house the hard drive and then buy the hard drive as well. This comes with that expansion board, the expansion slot, and the hard drive. I don't think the hard drive has got much on it. No, I can't remember how many megabytes or whatever the hard drive is, but